There are some coffees when you brew them that really excite you. The aroma that comes out of that brewing process is just wonderful. And when we first brewed this coffee at our roastery, that's the one thing that struck me straight away. I entered the room and there was this wonderful, punchy, fruity strawberry tone in the air. I couldn't wait to try it. And in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the backstory of this coffee and also what you can expect in the cup. This coffee is from Indonesia and it's quite a new origin for us, and it's called Muhlisin Argopuro. Now, Muhlisin is the name of the person who's the driving force behind this coffee, and Argopuro is the name of the volcano where the producers grow the coffee cherries. We've kind of long dodged too many coffees from Indonesia. The history of Indonesian coffee is very much that of Robusta, poor transport networks, poor education, so the quality of coffee coming out of that country didn't gel very well with a medium to light roasted style of coffee. So people like Pak Muhlisin are changing all of that. The driving force behind this raise in quality. They're linking producers to markets. They're building mills to counteract that transportation issue. They're educating farmers on best practices. And this is one of the results. It's an anaerobic, natural processed coffee. So the coffee cherries are first of all placed in water, and the bad cherries, the ones we don't want, actually float to the top and could be scooped away. And then the cherries themselves, the good ones, are submerged in water for 72 hours. And that begins the fermentation process. That mucilage, that outer part of the cherry, starts to break down. It changes the acidity of the water. Fermentation begins. And at the end of that process, the cherries are laid out on raised beds to dry. And finally, for the last 10 days or so of the drying, they're laid out on patios and covered with tarpaulin. And throughout this process, they're continuously turned to make sure there's no mold growth. It's a nice, clean fermentation and drying process. And when you see words like anaerobic and natural on a bag of coffee, the one thing you should expect is a very fruit-forward, punchy cup of coffee. And when we brewed this today, I've brewed it with my grind setting a little bit coarser. I feel that this brews readily, brews easily, and I think if you get that grind setting wrong, you're going to lose some of those subtle flavours in the cup. Now, the first thing that strikes you is that punchy fruit. It's like a fruit punch. It's like a warm fruit punch. There's no doubt about it. There is a front-end floral zing in the cup. It's a little bit more jasmine-y in its character. It's bright. There's a little bit of acidity there, a tingle of sourness maybe on the tongue. And then that strawberry tone kicks in. We debated this long and hard at the roastery. Is it strawberry? Is it pomegranate? Which way would we go? They kind of both got that nice fruitiness, that nice sweetness. There's a little bit of sourness there, which made us think of pomegranate, but I think we settled on strawberry. And it's got a lovely, wonderful, coating, buttery mouthfeel. And I think as it all settles down and you get used to that fruitiness, there's a honey sweetness at the back end as well. It really is a great cup of coffee. Very Moorish, something that I can feel myself coming back to time and time again. And like I said, get that grind setting right. Maybe try it a little bit coarser than you normally would. Don't brew it for too long. I think if you did that, you're going to lose some of those kind of nice, bright floral tones at the front. That strawberry would develop a bit further, a bit darker maybe, into more of a dried fruit raisiny profile. If that's what you're getting in the cup, if you're getting more dried fruit, nudge your grind a little bit coarser and try it again. I really hope you enjoy this coffee as much as we do. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. In the meantime, have a great day and thanks for watching.